I got to tell you, though, dude, every time he used that word ass clown, it made me afraid. Because when I was a kid, I had a birthday party, and my mother hired an ass clown, and it just was not cool.
All right, now I got one more clip here. Again, this was right after the game, so the Ravens and the Steelers were just getting started, but he's going to tell you now. This is the genius now. He's been telling you everything that's going to happen, he said.
Here he goes.
And he's going to tell you who's going to win that game.
But you remember that I called Ben Roethlisberger going down in the last game of the season. I called it before it even happened. I said that he was going down in this game, and it happened. And the reason is because the man is broken. He's pulling rabbits out of his ass when his damn offensive line it sucks the chrome off of a 57 Chevy bumper, for heaven's sake. It's horrible.
It's horrible.
Bottom line is that I'm going to give this one to the Ravens.
The Ravens.
Oh, okay. So he's 50% on the day,
right?
But because he called the Cardinals. Now he called the Cardinals because he's a Cardinals fan,
right?
Yeah. Okay. I see where he's coming from.
Yeah. Exactly.
He's just like the rest of us. Doesn't know shit. Gets it right sometimes.
He's a homer, and his team happened to get there. That's all it is.
I told you they was holding it off for the playoffs. I have never met a coach, never will meet a coach, and never have heard of a coach that's ever gone into his locker room and said, okay, boys, we're going to lay down like possums for a while. We're going to save ourselves for the playoffs.
I'm a homer.
This is a 9-7 team, and the planet's lined up for them. Congratulations. Way to go. But if you can do it again next year, I'll be surprised.
Ain't a whole lot of that shit right there, yo.
Right.
Yeah. And, again, I'll give them the credit. Because they have put together 3 straight great game plans. And
yep. Can they put together one more?
Well, the weather is... See, this is the thing about the Cardinals that I've always felt has been the issue, is the weather. And like I said earlier, just a couple of minutes ago, man, everything lined up for them just right, so they got nice, mild, non-factor weather the whole time.
Which they're going to get in the Super Bowl.
Exactly. So I think they've got a chance. So are we going to do our big Super Bowl predictions now? Is that what this is?
I'll take the Cardinals.
I'll take the Steelers, and I'll tell you why. I think the first 2 or 3 drives is going to set the whole game up, because if the Cardinals can jump on top.
I don't care why. I just want to know who you're picking.
Oh, okay. I'm going to pick the Steelers because I think that they're going to be able to shut it down and then start their run game. So I'll take Pittsburgh.
I am an analyst, and my job is to analyze football and make comments.
That's right. That's right. And you know what, Tom? One of these days somebody's going to pay me to do it.
Yes. Right. Hey, by the way, speaking of Michael Irvin, did you hear about the new reality show?
No.
Michael Irvin's going to host a new reality TV show, John.
Oh, wonderful. What's it going to be called? What's it about? They're going to put a bunch of drug addicts in a room and see how long they can go without a rock or crack?
Check this out. 12 guys, right? 12 guys. Michael Irvin loves American Idol.
Okay.
We're going to have NFL Idol. Going to have 12 guys competing to win, and the winner makes the Cowboys training camp squad. So there'll be one of the 80 guys to go to training camp with the Cowboys, the winner.
I tell you what, man. Every time, it's almost like Jerry Jones is morphing into P.T. Barnum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, see the sideshow that's my team.
I don't know how much he had to do with it. Obviously, he had to approve the winner coming.
What does Wade Phillips care?
Right.
You mean you're going to give me players from a radio contest? All right, fine, whatever.
All right, there's this guy named Kevin Allen from the Baltimore Sun-Times. He writes for a blog for them. Kevin Allen says, nothing more quickly sobers or more aptly reminds us of the inherent risk involved in professional football than when a player lies motionless on the field, as was the case with Ravens running back Willis McGahee late in the fourth quarter of yesterday's AFC Championship after a hard hit by Steelers' Ryan Clark.
Mm-hmm. Good hit, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought it was helmet. It was helmet to helmet. No
yeah, but it wasn't intentional. He went for his chest, and no matter what, you're going to have some bumping of helmets here and there.
No, that was not. That was a smash of helmets, and I'm sure a guy's intent isn't to jump off sides, but you still call it when he does it.
I don't know. They've been doing a good job all playoffs long of letting him play a little bit. I thought he put his shoulder in his chest, and then the reaction, of course, is going to be that the helmet follows.
Well, the helmet smashed the other guy's helmet. I mean, there was a helmet to helmet
face
crash right there. So
yeah, caught him right in the face mask.
Thankfully, McGahee reportedly has movement in all his limbs, and doctors have labeled him neurologically intact and all that. But that has not quelled online chatter about the Steelers' sound crew's etiquette, or perceived lack thereof, during the injury timeout, a point during which the seriousness of McGahee's injury was unclear. Mike Florio of ProFootballTalk.com quotes a league source as being livid regarding the fact that while McGahee was laying on the turf, the folks who operate the sound system at Heinz Field opted to play rock music over the PA system, John.
Not rock music, Tom. That's the devil's music.
Well, they call it rock music, but it was Down on the Corner by CCR and Smooth by Santana with Rob Thomas.
CCR is good rock and roll.
Well, this is funny, though. It says, would the Steelers have cranked Rob Thomas if it was one of their own lying motionless on the field? Well, he was.
I'm too sexy for this ambulance. Too sexy for this ambulance. I can't feel my feet.
Well, you know what? If I'm there, if I'm the sound guy, I'm going to have fun with it. You know, I'm going to be playing like... Right? I mean, that's home field advantage, isn't it?
Hell yeah, man.
You know. Yeah, you know. I'd have clip after. I'd be just rubbing it all in. Even REM has one we could use. Well, everybody hurts. Sometimes everybody cries.
You could just play. What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? Over and over and over again. How many fingers I got, Willis? How many fingers I got, Willis? How many fingers I got, Willis? What's today's date, Willis? Where are you at, Willis?
Now the world don't move to the just one road. What might be right for you may not be right for some.
The Gooch got his ass, didn't he?
What's that?
I said the Gooch got his ass.
Yeah.
Was that who was always after Arnold on that show, the Gooch?
The Gooch, yeah. The Gooch is going to get him.
Man, I tell you what, the impression that I got of it was that they were just playing the music to keep the crowd calm.
Yeah,
to keep everybody from getting crazy, because the game was all over by that point, for all intents and purposes.
I didn't see any big deal.
I didn't either.
You know, it was funny though. I was reading, because again, when you post something or when you read a news story on the internet, everybody can comment.
Right.
And somebody goes, one of the Steeler fans goes, well, this had nothing to do with the fans. We're not like those fans in Philadelphia that cheer when a player gets injured. And I had to interject with, apparently you weren't at the 1996 Cowboys game when Deion Sanders went down and laid there and your stadium cheered their asses off.
Right.
Please.
Well, I've talked to people that were in the stadium that day, and it was Michael Irvin laying on the turf. And even though a lot of people were booing and jeering and all kinds of stuff like that, some of them have told me that the reason why is because Deion Sanders walked out and started pointing at the sky and doing his almighty pray to God crap.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Mad props to God!
Oh, hell. That's funny.
Jesus. All right, John, we have a new president.
Yes, we do. We've got a brand new president. Hope he does all right. We need somebody to do well.
Yeah. Oh, listen to this. Hold on. Wait a second. This, what was her name? Oh, Dr. Terry Orbuch. Okay, she was on a Fox News affiliate in Detroit. She's better known as the Love Doctor. You ever heard of this?
Right,
She's on the radio. And she was talking about Barack and Michelle Obama's relationship. And she says they're very affectionate, but listen carefully. Listen to what she says, all right?
We also need to be affectionate, and you can see that with Barack and Michelle as well. They do a lot of touching, kissing, even fisting with one another.
Even fisting.
What?
Fisting.
Oh, Jesus.
Here, listen again.
They do a lot of touching, kissing, even fisting.
Oh, nothing says I love you like a forearm up your ass. Fisting they should call it puppeting. They should call it puppetry.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The Obamas are loving, touching, fisting each other.
Because isn't that how Kermit the Frog, he lives fisted all the time. They should just call it puppetry.